Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another episode of ReaperCast, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit more different. Today is going to be our recap video for 2020. So what actually happened in 2020? Well, thing is this, we had a couple of ups and downs, but we're just going to go through them, and I guess we'll find out how things have actually been for both myself and also for you as well. So I highly encourage you guys to also comment down how things have gone for you in 2020, because this has been quite a roller coaster of a year. So let's actually start off with the actual sets that came out in this particular year. We actually got a really good number of sets that actually came out in 2020. I would say it's one of the best years in terms of Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG products. We got sets like Ignition Assault. Believe it or not, that actually came out in January the 30th. We also got Eternity Code, which came out in April. Then later on we also got Rise of the Duelist, and eventually also Phantom Rage. And seeing that those four sets are actually just really good one after the other, think about it for yourselves actually. These are really good sets. Yes, some people might actually complain about Ignition Assault being not the best of the sets, but honestly, even if you were to look at it as a whole in 2020, it's not that bad of a set. Yeah, it doesn't compare to Eternity Code, it doesn't compare to Rise of the Duelist, it doesn't compare to Phantom Rage, but it is still a decent set. It's not as bad as, Secrets of Eternity, which came out quite a while back, and that was an awful set. But as an overall, the four main core sets were actually quite good. So I would say that's kind of like a plus for Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG products itself. The only issue is because we were in the middle of a pandemic, which kind of started at around March, where the lockdowns actually began. That was where a lot of us actually just couldn't go to locals, we couldn't pick up these cards, and while we had the option to order online, there were some people that don't have that option. You see, with the lockdown, some of us can't actually order online, we have different circumstances, and I'm not going to go into full detail about these particular circumstances as to why we can't actually order online, for some of us at least, but just know that some people can, some people can't. So it is definitely unfortunate for the fact that some people couldn't actually order online for that. It's just a whole mess of supply and demand depending on where you live and also what your current circumstance is as well. However, for those who are able to actually order online, doesn't actually mean you have to order the actual sets itself. You could also just order the cards as singles. Either way, these were all really amazing sets, and I think that next year, once lockdown truly comes off, that's when people will actually be going out and looking for it. All of these sets are pretty much just sold out. You won't find any Yu-Gi-Oh! Products anytime soon. It's just really scarce at the moment, which goes to show how great these sets are. I would also like to bring up the fact that we also got quite a few amazing stuff as well. For example, Toon Chaos was also an amazing set that really went really crazy, and a lot of people definitely enjoyed that particular set. You also had to remember we also recently got Maximum Gold. We also got the Mega Tin as well, which obviously gave us great reprints. And when you look at it as an overall, Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG products have actually been amazing this year. You cannot deny it. Compared to 2019, compared to 2018, compared to 2017, just no other year prior to this really compares to it. Only a fair few, but this has definitely been one of the best years in terms of products. Of course, like I said, with the whole pandemic, a lot of us couldn't actually do anything. Some countries had it worse when it came to the lockdown, so tournaments would not be running, and for the majority part, yes, tournaments weren't running. Locals were not running, there was no YCS events, no Worlds, no major events like that, and it was definitely unfortunate. But you know what, that's okay. It was kind of giving us a break from everything anyway, and to be honest, when you look at it in a more deeper level, we miss the products, meaning our attention or our love for the game has kind of increased in a certain matter of speaking. This year we also got the Sacred Beast structure deck and also the Charmer structure deck. Both were really amazing structure decks that they were all great, you know, definitely fantastic. And while they weren't as competitive as their previous predecessors, they were still quite amazing when it came to what it actually provided for us. A lot of people had a good amount of fun out of it, and yeah, it was just all amazing. I actually almost forgot, we also got the Machina structure deck too, just prior to that. So no, this year was definitely quite amazing. However, that also means that we have a few downsides as well, and that is, of course, the pandemic itself. Some of us might have actually been affected by it in some manner of speaking. For example, some of your family members or your friends might actually have contracted the coronavirus. You know, that would obviously be bad, and some people have obviously lost loved ones because of this. There are plenty of people out there that are extroverts, so because of that they kind of struggle in this particular situation where the lockdown doesn't really work for them. Personally, I consider myself more of an introvert. Because of that, I didn't really find any struggles when it came to the lockdown. I kind of enjoyed actually being indoors anyway, so yeah, it was just all good for me. But for some people, I know that you guys definitely might have struggled in this situation. However, to slightly bring it back to some good news, I'm sure that with this lockdown, you guys were probably going out a lot less, and that pretty much means you guys could actually save up money throughout this year. And this was one of the years where I spent the least amount of money, which means that I just had a lot saved up and ready to just buy a bunch of stuff, maybe for next year, maybe this particular small period of time. It's just all, you know, in a small sense, it's a good thing. Yes, I know some people might have lost their jobs because of this particular pandemic, but you know, some people also got the chance to work remotely at home as well. So, you know, how did your situation actually go for you guys? Did you lose your jobs because of this? If you guys don't want to share that, then obviously I'm not forcing you, but you know, did you guys end up saving money as a result? I mean, I'm sure you guys probably brought less products as a result of this. I mean, sure, you could order online, but I don't think you would be spending as much money as you would if there was no lockdown. So yeah, how did this affect you in terms of financial benefits? Or how did it benefit you in terms of what sets actually came out? If you don't feel comfortable sharing this in the comments, then feel free to even message me either on Twitter or Facebook as well. I have those pages and the links to them in the description down below, so definitely if you guys want to actually talk, then feel free to. But yeah, that was pretty much my year. I found a lot of the TCG products to be quite amazing, and although I can't get them now, the fact that I was also able to save up money throughout the year because I wasn't going out as much, I wasn't spending as much, I am now excited to actually get them once they're actually available again next year. So it's quite exciting. Overall, I just found this year to be one of my more better years. I actually really like this year because even outside of Yu-Gi-Oh, I probably would have learnt the most in this particular year. Because I had so much time, I was actually spending more time working on different projects and building up on those projects itself. And as an overall, I was also learning more skills and just developing myself a lot more, and it was amazing. So yeah, tell me what your guys' experience were throughout this entire year of 2020. Was it really that bad of a year, or did you guys actually benefit from it? However, that's pretty much it for this video, so definitely either comment down below or feel free to private message me in any way you want. Also, don't forget to leave a like for this video as well, as it really helps, and share this video for anyone, because you know, more shares then more exposure. But of course, don't forget to subscribe for more videos just like this. I will be returning back to deck profiles tomorrow, but until then, I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you next time.